the colour scheme slightly because we didn't like the old colour scheme. So this colour scheme is more akin to an ability colour scheme, which is blue and gold. So here we go. And we've got to play against... Oh, Biggie the Red. I was like, Biggie the Red. Yeah, Biggie the Red. Let's have a quick look at the two teams. So I've played a game. This is match 2 for me. We've got 1 guard, and that's it. And our opponent has played 3. He's got a Mighty Blow Blitzer. And that's it. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Where's the runner? Where's the runner? Houston, there is no runner. He's got a loner. Oh, yeah, I suppose he did have a loner, yeah. Maybe the runner is Tu Ming, yes, maybe. Dwarves are so good they don't need a runner. Well. So let's see what happens here. Barrick Farblast. Star player Barrick. Who's got... Look at him. He's got a cannon on his back. He looks like a man with a mortar. So we are kicking. He has no guard. He has no guard. So we're gonna go with the obnoxious setup that is this, and say, you have no runner. And I'm going to turn innate skills off as well. Or maybe I'm not. Am I going to turn innate skills off? No, I'm not. Isn't he in the competition for worst ever star player? He is pretty bad. So I think he's got secret weapon, I think. Yeah, so he's only going to play 1 drive. He's strength 3. And he's got pass, cannoneer. And Hail Mary pass. Oh, he's very good at throwing the ball an incredibly long distance. But apart from that, yes, he's rubbish. Oh no, a quick snap's happened. No! My plan has been ruined. The one problem with setting up so close to the line. Quick snap. The little soldier picked the ball up. Hey, Dimmy, ooh, these aren't orcs. It turns out I'm not allowed to play any more orcs.
Of blades
I'm on an orc.
back.
What's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Ban. Yes. Bam ba-dam bam ba. I'm going to turn Stand Firm off there because there's no point standing and taking a punch to the face. I'm looking forward to... Oh, you lucky fucker. Right. I think the blitz is with the ogre. Blitz is going to be the ogre. Right. So. Can I make this 3 dice? I stood him in there. I know that that's going to go into you. Into you, which is quite nice. But I think it's probably just showing off. I think we're going to stand you up, actually, just to eat an extra action. Yeah. Action eater. Yeah, we lost one dude. Definitely stay put, otherwise he chains pushes into this, which I don't want. I presume he's blitzing there. Yeah. Bang. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No hit there. Bring the Troll Slayer in. Right, so our Troll Slayer has been fetched. Let's go for it. Yeah. Get off the floor, you can get off the floor. Get off the floor, you can get off the floor. Two dice and follow. Blitz pushing into there, following up. Getting a push. No! Diced. Crunch. And that takes our ogre to 4 points, so he needs one more. Dimmy will be delighted. Back. Angry pow sounds. I'm sure a lot of you get cross when you roll pows. Perhaps he'll make it as well, or perhaps he won't. Oh my god! Oh my god! Good evening, Nilray. If you choose guard, you'll never get to block. I think I'm probably going to save for block. It depends a little bit on the speed that they get to. I spy with my little eye something beginning with 2D on the ball. Oh dear! Oh no! Right, Dada Vesta, you are important, but today you're just a sacrificial little Vesta. So it's a double go for it. And then I can hit, yeah, it's a double go for it, isn't it?
I fart in your general direction.
Gotta be careful with the follow here. I think we can't follow that because I might get surfed. Oh. Oh, I should have followed. Ruined. Beautiful. So the thrower's free, you're free, and we should be all right. That's pinned. So he's got to do 2D here. If Dadavesta can do well this next turn, we'll be fine. That's the plan. Oh, Iliad, how you doing? Oh, he's not done well. Instantly failed. I'm sorry Mr. Throw didn't fail his go for it over the line, by the way. Thank you very much indeed, Ray. You all, collectively. Yeah, Mr. Flipping Throw. It's getting spicy, isn't it? We've seen a few people now knocked out. Which is, I guess it was always inevitable. We just didn't necessarily see those big names getting knocked out with still rounds to play. It is very spicy. Mega spicy. We'll stay there, thank you. Thank you ever so much, but we will stay there. Jimmy's going out? No way, I thought you were third, Jimmy. I mean, I suppose third is out, right? But you were third with a shot. Have you played round 4 yet? It's not looking good. You must have played round 4 then. Crispy says what? Oh no, so you've not played an Orion yet. Right, okay. Oh, and for people wondering what the hell I'm talking about, we're currently talking collectively about the Super League. So Jimmy runs, he's gone and collected some of the finest Blood Bowl minds, and me, and we're all playing in a knockout competition for a World Cup ticket. It's a dirty 1D for a possible 2D surf there. When have I ever turned that down? So why don't I do it like this then? We'll stand you up. We'll stand you up, because why not? That would be a go for it. That would also be a go for it. That wouldn't be good enough. How many rerolls are we on? 2. Let's do that, and then this guy goes and stands in there.
I am your father.
And then you go and stand in that hole there. You then get 2 dice, and we can push you behind. And that then surfs that other dwarf, who's also edge 3. Bang! I did spot, by the way, in your commentary, Jimmy, that you correctly identified that I incorrectly made a mistake on something. I did a go for it, which should have been a 1 in 9 block. Which made me feel like a real sad panda. Guard goes and stands in there and just applies guard to the whole lot. Apart from that, it was alright. 2D with tackle instead of the 3D follow-up. So it was the turn I surfed the gutter runner. There was a big un block, and if I big un blocked, the line orc then had to make a go for it to knock the guy out. I think the correct order of operation was the Big Un should have done the blitz and the Line Orc should have thrown the block, because the block was a 1 in 9 rerollable, and then the Big Un didn't need to go for it. I think that was the issue. Ultimately, I looked at it for a couple of minutes because I was like, you guys in commentary were like, that's very obviously wrong. So I looked at it and was like, is it really very obviously wrong? I come to the conclusion it was, but it wasn't quite as clean cut. Oh, the big mistake was not picking the ball up. Yes. Yes, not picking the ball up sucked. And I also, in my commentary, agreed that he was possibly a bit bonkers for doing the Dakar because he needed to win. Which I thought was, like, you had to go and win. So I think slamming it in as quickly as possible and then trying to turn me over was the right way. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, look, it's all going fine. Oh, look, it's really not going fine. What changed? I rolled 1-1. Oh. Yeah, the Roger. What Roger? There was a Roger in that game? I don't recall ever seeing a Roger. What are you talking about? There was no Roger. There is no spoon. Naught of 9 KO rolls. What does this have? What skills is this? Running, pass, and pass. So I can run off and pass. I was going to 3-dice that, but I think I'm going to 3-dice the Mighty Blow now.
Hello Mr. Andy, where is the star of the show Megatron? Tell her we got some Dino Dance, Dino Dance, Dino Dance, Dino Dance, Davo Megatron for her.
Should we running? I never get to running pass. I'm just going to do a running pass because it's funny. Not necessarily because I think it's a good idea. Hang on. So you're going to do pass activation, pick up the ball, do that, throw it back. This will be fine. This will definitely not go wrong. Oh, this isn't a running pass because you... That's a not running pass, is what that is. For those of you curious, that was a non-running pass. Yeah, let's do a running pass. Does normal pass instead. Look at stationary pass. Yep. I'm clearly not professional enough to do a running pass. In 4 games, that was the most durable he's been. Oh. He does rather throw the Roger in. There is that, like, it's the art style of, fuck it, it'll be fine. And then it's not. So there is that, right? I did punch it a few times, although it did only take 2 punches to get rid of it, which is probably ahead of curve. I didn't have any movement left, was why I didn't runningly pass. Yeah, that's why. Versailles double, oh god. Do you know what I'm interested in seeing is how those two both then play their final league match out. Like, are they going to try? Are they going to be like, well, we're out. Fuck it. What's gonna happen now? Because I think if you beat Anarian, there's two on it. There's two on either side that are completely knocked out with a game to play. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Knobs, great. Until they're not. Well, there is a surf, and who am I to not take a surf? I'd have to roll an actual push, though.
I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Well, that doesn't change anything. That doesn't change anything. I think I'm going to try and chain push my own dude into that gap there. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Bollocks. Mission fail. And there's the push. Oh well. Definitely want to take the mighty blow hit here. And someone's going to eat a hit somewhere. Let's have it not be my thrower. I think ideally we would do a Super League every half a season. Yeah, Jimmy, I actually think that there's, as Cyanide are showing no interest in making the main ladder a competitive environment, I think that there should be something that is in its place, right? And it could be a NAF style like ladder or something. I'm not sure whether it needs to be a structured league where you play 1 or 2 games a week, or whether it's a ladder. But I think that there is a desire across a good chunk of people that you might get more people playing something a bit more structured if it was competitive. Yeah, I think it's like you basically go and build the ladder ourselves. If they still can't do it, we should do it for them. My only nervousness is about whether or not we would find the player base. Mm. 10-7. Do I need that blitz? Kind of do. No. I'm going to have to live without it. Two more squares, it's fine. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Knorr is rated as well. Thank you very much indeed, Knorr. Would be a bit like, yeah, I wonder if it could be promoted as such. I don't know how to structure it, and I don't know whether the player base would be interested. But Yeah, we've now just pulled most of the Twitch community together into one place. Is there a desire across Twitch and I guess across the Blood Bowl community at large to have a more structured ladder that is with prizes at the end, maybe, that has a better structure to it than the current ladder? I don't know. I don't know whether all these other streamers would be interested in doing it or whether or not other people in general would be interested in doing it. Well, that's very kind of you, Crocker. Right, we're just going to pop this in. I'm not going to waste a reroll on something crackers. We'll take the 1-0, and we can go and score quickly, and that should put the game to bed. But Dimmy, I think to make it a success, I think that it needs to go wider. I think that the community need to be able to play in it. I think it's important that a wide selection of player base are able to play in something that they care about. And then to make it a success, you need to be able to tap into that so that the random Bob who doesn't watch any streamer, how do we talk to random Bob? What does that look like? It's random boy, not random Bob. Oh, sorry. That explains everything. I know, Bob. You're talking about Bob Vance. I wasn't, but it could be. Right, let's see if we can find a free surf. Sure, I'm sure there's one on the table somewhere. What are we playing off? We're playing off 9. So 2. Hang on. That doesn't need to be a line dude. So we've got 2, 2, 2. One of those might need to be a follow. I really want to do something with the ogre. Yeah, it should be fine. This'll be fine, this. Hey! Randomly breaking armor on dwarves. Oh, no. No! I need to be able to walk through. A push is fine. A power is great. But I need to be able to walk through. Diced. And then follow that up. We can now walk through the gap. Hang on. Hang on. Put that there. Block, follow.
You alright, mate?
1, 2, 3.
Cheeky bastard!
There. That goes there. That blocks and follows. That stands there and I can... Yeah, it's guaranteed surf then. Right. That goes there. Who doesn't enjoy a guaranteed surf? ball might not be safe, but who cares? That's for Dimmy G to worry about. Oh, the ball is safe. You can't get there. I'm playing against dwarves. I'm fine. Shoebox, thank you very much indeed for Prime. Welcome back. Let's be real, if you build it, they will come. I think if all the streamers together were interested in doing something, people might come.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Is the ball safe? Proceeds to instantly drop ball. BB2 CCL wasn't any more or less competitive than BB3 ladder.
Because here, every week, beer users gather to watch large men fight with weasels.
I wonder if we're going to do a running past this game. Yeah, the opponent has gone and made a tactical maneuver, which I would not have made here. I think this turn will be the turn we go back and look at. Do not stand that up. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I don't have very many Agi 3 pieces left, so we might not actually get to secure the ball this turn. Stand that up. I want to dodge this away. And I think I want to put you... Do I want to put you there? Because you can get powered onto the ball then. Yeah, I do. I do want to do that. The ogre is protecting this thrower, so you can't follow. Well, that was a bit of a clusterfuck, wasn't it? Opponent made a meal out of the last turn, but did enough. Yeah, did he's done all right. We definitely stand firm there. The one thing is, like, there's only 1, 2 Agi 3 pieces, and everything else is Agi 4, 2. It's backwards, isn't it? He's rubbish Agi. He's only got 2. So he's got to go a long way before he's picking the ball up. We could just leave it on the floor and turtle around it. And I think we've got a numbers advantage as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, current numbers advantage. Definitely fend that. Six. Block, block, block. That would clear the ball, but again leave me with nothing to do. Let's get you out of the way. Let's get you in there. I'm going to stand you up again, and then we're going to blitz the Slayer, and then slam this guy in here. Put the Ogre on the strength, he had one of his two Agi 3 pieces, and then we can bully this. There we go. Cool, they're free next turn for me. That comes back next turn, we'll be fine. We've got to survive one turn of mediocrity. It's tricky because the current ladder is, because it's 3 months long, it just takes too long. So I do wonder what is possible in the as an alternate setting. Alternate setting? Alternate. Stand firm there. Don't think I want to. Because wherever he goes, I don't want to be standing next to that because he gets a free swing at me. Yeah, that's better. That can stand up now, it's 1. We've got these guys. That's the blitz next turn. Using one of my freely acquired dudes. And then we'll probably try and pick the ball up on this bodyguard. But Davo, there's a surf. Oh, 4 points. But there's a surf. But there's a surf. No points. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't work either. Naughty, naughty. Come on. Yeah, I think, Jimmy, I think that's the idea. I think that it'd be run one ginormous NAF style event open to everyone in the first half, and then in the second half of the season, so you just take the cut. So you take the top after 6 rounds, and I would imagine Cyanide could be persuaded to provide some form of price support for the whole thing. Seem to be running out of players.
Hi everyone, smiley face.
I'm going to cut it out of any form of cup. Just run it as an alternative. I think if you run it as one ginormous knockout competition, though, you do run the... Oh dear. You run the risk of it not... You getting knocked... Yeah, oh look, I've lost. I'm out. I like the idea that it has got a... a playoff type element to it. One, two, three, four. Open with that. We can domino all this over. Or I can domino none of it over. You little tinkers. Oh dear. Oh dear. This has gone rather wrong. Shit. Shit. This has gone really rather wrong. Time for a Nobility Plan B. Hang on. Right, there's 2 dice there. Take that 2 dice. And follow. Shit. Nobility. Rubbish. Turn. Dimmy says, as I promptly fuck up. Davo, do you think you've got much better at Blood Bowl in the last 12 months? So I don't know. I'm winning a lot more tournaments than I have been historically. Tabletop, I think I've won 4 out of the last 7. And 2 of them that I didn't win and were very, very close to winning. But Blood Bowl inherently is half luck, half skill, right? No, not an FC. So it could have been that I was just being a bit unlucky before, and now I'm being lucky. Could be that. But someone asked me a question about how much Blood Bowl I have played ever. And these stats are staggering. In Blood Bowl 1, I've played 1,800 games. Blood Bowl 2, I've played 4,500 games. In Blood Bowl 3, I've played about 1,000 games. And on tabletop, I've played about 500 games. So that's 7,000 games of Blood Bowl, something like that. Spread across about 17,000 hours. So I guess just by perseverance I've got pretty good. Yeah, so I've got nearly twice as many hours as one would be classified as a master, yeah.
This is the dawning of the sea otter.
Which is a lot. A lot. So do I think I'm going to better? Go back to Dimmy's question. Yeah, I do, Dimmy, actually. I do. So I'm looking at this board state here, for example. The reason I turned the stand firm off because I thought, I wonder if he's going to push me into the wrong square. The wrong square being that one, because there's a 2D block there. That means that this guy can be freed, and if the ogre blocks here, this guy can run away. So solving problems, I think I've become a lot quicker at, because there was the alternate solve that I was looking at was to block here or blitz here, and we can then take this guy and put him around here. But I don't need to do that now, because hopefully this just works. That's good enough. Stand you up. Now I do need the ogre to not fuck up, but oh well. I did need the ogre to not fuck up. Put away. So. What would you say is the main improvement? The ones that immediately spring to mind, I think, for me, are trying to not get as tilted as quickly. Do I think I'm perfect on it? No. I think there are some players that I can look towards and say, gee, they just never seem to tilt ever. So I know that if I play well, I should be fine, or I should be fine most of the time. So therefore, trying to play well. That's quite a big one. The other is knowing that no matter how good you think you are, you have to practice. That is probably the most important one, and you saw that in the play out, I think, across the thing that Jimmy and I commentated on in January, because some of the coaches went in with an attitude that, oh, I don't need to learn how to do that, or I don't need to do this, because they were used to playing in the ladder, and the ladder quality-wise is lower. So if you want to win tournaments, you have to practice. Because when you're talking about winning tournaments, you're talking about beating the players at the top end of the player pool. You don't win a tournament in rounds 1, 2, and 3. Hello, Wotan. I think you win the tournament in round 5, 6. So, for Dimmy, for example, the World Cup, I took Khorne and I played 50 practice matches. In those 50 practice matches, 2 scenarios came up, one against Purple Chess and one against the Skaven coach at the end, where I had seen that board state and I had deliberately, in the practice matches, took what I thought was the wrong choice to test that it was the wrong choice. And I was right. Yeah, I'm like, I know how to respond to this. And so by then responding to it in the correct way, I did a lot better.
DCB here, popping in to watch some Blood Bowl for Man.
You can lose them in the early rounds.
Knowledge
Yes, you can,
power. Yeah. Use it wisely.
So you could then say, on top of practicing, focusing on all the rounds that you think you should win is critical as well. I definitely, on tabletop now, I focus a lot. And my tabletop results are pretty decent at the moment. Because everyone gets what I would hope is probably my best game. It was, Jimmy. Yeah, it was wrong. Yeah. And going back and reviewing it, right? So I listened to your three commentary, and I listened because I thought, if you guys can collectively find one thing that I did wrong, I mean, I'm sure there was more, but if you can find one thing and improve one thing per game, very quickly you'll get a lot better. So about 6-9 months ago, I started asking everyone who played tabletop if I didn't beat them dead hard or it wasn't an awful game, right? Where appropriate, I think is probably the phrase I'm looking for. I'd say, could you tell me one thing you didn't think I did very well? Or you found easy to play against? Or, yeah, you thought I made a mistake? And what came to light out of that was the first couple of times I started asking it, I'd get the same response from 2 or 3 coaches. And I thought that was really interesting because what that means is, doesn't matter my opinion, I'm probably wrong because it keeps coming up, right? If it's the same thing in 3 different games and people are finding it easy to play against, you need to go and fix it. How do you review a tabletop game? You ask the opponent straight away before everyone forgets about it and moves on. And I definitely took a few things away from tabletop games over the last 6 months that people have said. One of the things that I was getting, people were saying, I always felt like I maybe could get at the ball. He's going to foul, isn't he? And I thought that was quite interesting because I was playing quite a expansive style of Blood Bowl. And as such, people were getting at the ball just occasionally, and just occasionally it was being a problem. So I tightened it up and got rid of it. Yeah, what else? I mean, there's a lot of people in the channel who play tabletop. Has anyone got any tips about how to get better? I don't think it's a monopoly that the good players own. Play faster. No, that's what you want everyone to do against you, Jimmy. Oh, Tom, I got the MVP. That's good MVP for us. Oh, I like this one. Torquemada, this is a good one. Avoid results-based thinking. Just because X worked this time doesn't mean to say it was the right thing to do. Conversely, just because it didn't, it doesn't mean it was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really important. And Torquemada, in terms of adding to that, if I can toss one on the pile, it is that the results-based thinking, go and look at the people you played, right? So a lot of people walk away, and I've said this one recently, but people walk away from a tournament and say, I was 4-1-1, and they were really pleased, and then they could also have gone 2-2-2 and been really disappointed. I think it's as important the standard of player you played against than it is the results that you walked away with. Because you could have gone 2-2-2 and played the 6 best players in the world, or you could have gone 4-1-1 and beat 6 children, right? I know everyone goes, what did you finish with? And they talk about the result, and no one ever mentions who you played. But 4-1-1 intrinsically isn't. It's the wrong thing to look at. If you want to get better, it's the wrong thing to look at. If you enjoy going and having fun, it's the right thing to look at. So decide what you're wanting to do. You're just salty about having the hardest matchup in NFC. Day had the second hardest, by the way.
He's buggered off. So he has, he's scarping.
Yeah, Day had the second hardest NFC. Let's stick dodge on this guy. Oh, that could be so much fun having defensive. But let's put dodge on him. We won't random that. We won't do anything with that. How much are these crappy little line people? 45. So I just find the team I'm playing and find a match on Fumble by a top coach playing the team I'm facing. Charles, yeah, like if you want to get better, go and watch the better players play. Definitely is absolutely a shortcut to success. The trick though is you can't just watch them and assume that they're doing all the right things, right? So for example, if Jimmy was streaming right now, we went off to go and watch a Jimmy stream, clearly a very good player. But if his headspace is if he's in the wrong headspace, or if he is just playing for funsies, he won't necessarily be playing perfectly. So it's difficult to know whether the person you're watching is playing actual perfect Blood Bowl that you should be trying to copy, or an approximation. It's probable that they're probably still playing a good game, right? You'd struggle to watch any of the top players and give a bad account of themselves. It does happen from time to time, but what you're looking to try and do is find someone absolutely on point. So the best thing you can try and do is if you want to watch a streamer, you can ask them, why did you do this? Explain why you did that, and that will get a lot more out of the game, I think.